This program is brought to you by thepodcastfactory.com.
Hi, my name is Igor Kheifets, and this is The List Building Lifestyle, the only podcast which delivers cutting-edge conversion strategies from the online trenches straight to your earbuds. Download the transcript of today's episode and all future episodes at listbuildinglifestyleshow.com. I also invite you to grab a free copy of the Wealthy List Builder Survival Guide at listbuildinglifestyleshow.com/survival. And now, once again, it's time to claim your list building lifestyle.
You are listening to List Building Lifestyle. Welcome back to another edition with your man, the Prince, King, Czar, Sultan of solo ads, Mr. Igor Kheifets.
Big Daddy.
Big Daddy. Oh, man, I forgot the most important one.
One day, my student, you shall get it right. I have faith in you.
I will keep working at it because I've got grit.
Good one.
So what do you got for us today, Igor?
So here, check this out. Now, my brother calls me up and he says, I'm thinking of changing professions. I'm thinking of getting out of what I'm doing right now, and I think of basically getting into Shopify. And as you know, Jonathan, Shopify has been the most recent bright, shiny object in the internet marketing space. Like, everybody's a Shopify guru. Everybody's a Facebook ads expert. Everybody knows the secret blueprint to find, the ideal source on Alibaba and then resell their product at 20 times the price using the free plus shipping model or some crazy crap like that. And then basically build a business where you don't own any inventory, where you don't own the audience, and where you're chasing fads and hoping to hit one product out of 10 to make you a little bit of money before it dies out and you're off chasing products again. So anyway, that's to sum up the business model anyway. So my brother calls me up and he says, I want to get into Shopify. What do you think about it? As somebody who understands, internet marketing, I just want to get your advice before I invest into it. I'm like, well, before I share what I feel about Shopify, and now you guys know how I feel about it, can you let me know why? Like, why Shopify? Why this particular business model? And he says, well, I wanted to get into Shopify because it seems like a very easy and fast business I can put together that doesn't require a lot of money to get in. And so this is such an incredible misconception. Now, of course, my brother isn't to blame for feeling that way, because that's how Shopify is sold. In fact, that's how everything is sold. The easiest thing in the world, the fastest thing in the world, start without money, no money down, whatever. Everything's supposed to be free, low cost. You know what I mean? Like the market seems to like jump on these things like hot buns every 6 months. Is just a different trend, because eventually everybody learns it's not that easy. It's not free and it takes a lot of money, a lot of time. So you got to sell something else. And Shopify is no different. Shopify, just like any other business, is like an iceberg that's floating around in the big, vast ocean, where 10% of it is above the surface and 90% of it is below the surface. And so the people who are selling Shopify coaching or e-commerce coaching, they show you the shiny stuff, the 10%, and they oversimplify the crap out of it to get you into the coaching program. I'll give an example. I decided to start a Shopify coaching program. My name is Josh the Coach, and I need to get new customers. So how do you explain to somebody what a Shopify is? Oh, I know. I'll find a way to create an elevator pitch. So Shopify business is a business when you source products from suppliers in Alibaba or from China or from Amazon, and you sell these products through a storefront you built using Shopify in like 2 clicks, because it's really simple software, at 20 times the price. And then all you have to do is just connect the API of your Shopify store to the supplier and run some Facebook ads to it. That's the entire business.
Wow.
Right? So, see, doesn't it sound
good.
simple?
Yeah, I'm getting.
Don't you want to get in?
those.
Yeah, you should get in, Jonathan. It's really simple. Even someone like me and you can do it. Somebody who doesn't have a law degree or a rocket science, or degree, whatever. So, but that's how it's sold. Right? Because how else do you explain Shopify? That's how you explain it. Nobody's going to tell you that 10 products out of 9, I'm sorry, 10 products out of 9, that
10 products out of 9 fail.
Yeah.
There's the truth.
Nobody's going to tell you that 9 products out of 10 don't sell, and that the one that does sell doesn't necessarily have to be profitable. Nobody says to you that everybody's trying to run some Facebook ads to their Shopify stores. So when they do, and you do it at the same time, guess what? Your advertising cost goes real high. So if you want to sell a $20 product, guess what? You're going to spend $10 to actually, get the customer. And that means that if you're not making at least double that, then it's not even worth the time. So in another hypothetical scenario that's really common for Shopify stores is high revenue, meaning that there's a lot of turnover, like lots of products being sold, and just the economy keeps going forward, right? There's money exchanging hands, but the owner does not keep anything because everything's tied in the production. Right? Nobody tells you that if you want to have a profitable Shopify store, you need to build a list. You need to have a funnel with like 5 different products. You need to sell something that costs more than $20, right? You need to be smart about it. You need to treat it like a real business. You need to market yourself. You need to build a brand. You need to choose the right product. And here's the kicker. As soon as you're done all of that and you succeeded, which you are like 1 out of like 10,000 people, of course. But as soon as that happens, and somebody pays attention, they knock everything that you're doing. Like they're literally going to the same supplier, sourcing that same product, knocking off your entire store design, call it just a slightly different sounding name, and run the exact same Facebook ads, the exact same Facebook audience that you do. Ouch. And guess what happens? None of you make money. Neither you nor him. So that's Shopify. But whoever's selling you Shopify would never say that. Would they? I mean, it's just, they're not going to say that because they need to sell you some Shopify coaching to make actual money. Like I know this one guy, like I don't know, personally know him, but I know of him and I've been studying him lately. I've been hearing about him, who's making about, I don't know, $15,000 a month on Shopify, but he's making $30,000 a month selling Shopify coaching.
Oh God.
Why? Because it's just more profitable and easier to do, and there's higher margins. Selling information and services will always be better than selling e-commerce stuff because e-commerce comes with a hard cost. And selling his time, expertise, and supposedly the material, right? Documenting what he's doing.
IP.
With the Shopify stores, yep. I mean, of course, he's not showing everything that he's doing because otherwise he'd be creating his own competition, right? I mean, that's how it usually works. So he's just making a lot of money selling information. And I mean, all the power to him. He's a smart dude, obviously. Yeah, but Shopify is not easy. E-commerce, not easy. Solo ads, not easy. Facebook ads, not easy. Catching the trend, YouTube ads, not easy. AdWords isn't easy. And anything, podcasting isn't easy. Nothing is easy if you truly get down to the nuts and bolts of it. If you're only looking at the 10%, at the cream, right? You'll always see how easy it is, how somebody's making a ton of money. But you get down, like you get just take a peek behind the curtain. You see all the problems that person has to deal with. You'd be like, no, that's not worth it. No, you know what? I'll stick to my day job. I'll make my $2,000, but at least when I get back home in the evening, I will not have to think about my work at all until the next morning.
So what did your brother mean when he asked you about Shopify and he was thinking about investing? What was the investment part?
Well, obviously you got to buy the Shopify thing. You probably want to buy some Shopify course for $30. You'd need some Facebook ads money, right? So he basically thought that, I mean, again, it's only because it was sold to him that way, and he's like one of millions of people that think that way. Like I met a bunch of these people, by the way, at the ClickFunnels event, because a lot of the ClickFunnels guys, they are Shopify and e-commerce people. Oh, yeah? So, yeah, I mean, it's a good thing because then they know how to build funnels.
Right.
And that's actually how you make a lot of money with Shopify stores. You build product-oriented funnels. So anyway, I met these people, and a lot of them are just dabbling with that thing. They got in because they thought it was going to be fast and easy and cheap. But they've since spent thousands of dollars, and they've been in for like a year or 2 years and still not making anything. Again, man. Just like people in every single other industry. Every single thing. Like just last week, I had my VIP call day. Where I have calls with my VIP members. I was on the phone with this guy. I'm not gonna mention his name, his real name. Let's just call him like Frank. And basically, I have some notes here in front of me, and you can see just so you can see, John, that I'm not bullshitting you. Okay, here's the notes.
There's real writing on paper. All right.
Yeah. So he started 6 years ago, and he wanted to become an affiliate marketer. He was selling ClickBank products. Ever since, he hasn't gone full time. He made less money than he spent. He's now selling health insurance. That's what he's doing. He's a great salesman, by the way. Works pretty much straight up commission. And now he's getting into the crypto stuff. So in one of the previous episodes, I actually spoke about how there's a new trend in the industry and how it's going to make a lot of people rich. The crypto biz ops, now that China has kind of incorporated Bitcoin into its economy, all of a sudden people are becoming more aware of Bitcoin, and they want to jump on the opportunity to make more money with Bitcoin. And since people don't really understand how it all works, there's now business opportunities that offer coaching and training on how to buy Bitcoin, how to trade it. Like, they invite you to become a part of a mining community because you have to have like farms of computers to mine for Bitcoin and stuff like that. So he's getting into it. Now, will he succeed with this? I don't know, right? But my point is that he's been trying for 6 years and still hasn't succeeded, even though he's a bright fella. Okay, so in anything, in any business endeavor, if you will, like, nothing is cheap, nothing is ever going to be easy, nothing is instant, and nothing is ever what it's sold to you as.
All right, I'm going to turn it back around to you. You've got different products, you got different offers, you have different services. Is that one of the levers that you pull on when you're selling? How easy it is? Is that something that you actually use in your marketing? And if so, how does that play out when you deliver?
Well, of course, I play that my method or strategy is going to be simpler than other methods. And the way it plays out is, instead of just saying it's easy and it's instant and it's the best thing since sliced bread, which is pure hype. Right. I mean, not hype in terms of lies, but hype in terms of like blowing something up, like really just making it into this grand, bigger than life thing, which is a strategy in and of itself. Not my favorite one, but still, it is a strategy. Gary Halbert used to love to use it. And it does actually happen to work with a business opportunity crowd. But, I prefer to focus how my stuff is faster, easier, cheaper than other things. So, for example, I, instead of just saying that my traffic is better or my traffic is the best, what I do is I show a case study of my numbers from Facebook ads, how much it costs for me to get a lead, right? And then I show the same case study done with my own traffic source, and then I say, here, this is cheaper, this is faster, this is better, this is easier than this. So rather than just saying this is the best thing ever, which of course it can be, because there's always going to be something that's better in some way, shape, form. Because today the society, the business world, the marketplace is built in a way where we want to have dozens of choices for every problem that we want to solve. Like, now, instead of just like moving around, okay, so moving around, I have my legs, I have a bike, I have a motorbike now, I have a car. I have the gyro thing that has no handles, that you just kind of lean in forward and it goes, right? That thing. I could get a bike with an electrical engine. I could, if I want to buy a car, I can buy a diesel car, a gas car, an electrical car, a hybrid car, a truck, a tractor, etc. So for everything, there's choices, and each person will pick what's right for them. So while I sell my stuff, right, it's not going to be right for everybody, so I need to sell it from an angle that would attract the kind of people that I want to attract. And again, that is why it's not effective to say, this is the best thing ever. What's effective is to say, so here's an option you have. If you want to drive new customers, you can use Facebook ads. But here are the problems with Facebook ads, and here's how none of these problems will bother you if you use my stuff. So this makes way more sense, because now the comparison point, the anchor, is Facebook ads. So anytime you're selling, say, business opportunity, why is it that a lot of the people that you see out there, they generate a lot of success by selling to people who are already are members of other business opportunities? Like, if I was getting into the business opportunity market, besides setting up a cold traffic source of virgin biz op seekers, okay, I would also try and get some customers from other business opportunities. I would literally go into other business opportunities. I'd even sign up if I had to and pay money to become a member, to join the mastermind, to join the Facebook groups, to join the Skype groups. And then I would try to get people to come in by saying, this program is okay if you want to do this, this, and this. But this is the kind of problem I ran into with this program. Bam, bam, bam. And so I found that this program right here does not have this problem. So I joined it. It's much better. And so I know people who literally built their name, like the name they built for themselves in the business opportunity space, and subsequently the business they built is purely on this one strategy. They would go into Facebook groups and masterminds full of people in other opportunities, and then they would try to get them to come into this other opportunity by blowing up the problems of that opportunity. And let's face it, every opportunity has some problem. Every single one of them, they're never perfect. And that's okay, because, when you join an opportunity, you kind of have to take it with some salt, if you will. You have to accept a certain degree of problems that come with it. Just like when you choose a business strategy, be it Shopify, coaching, podcasting, right? You have to accept a certain type of problem that you should anticipate coming from it. Say, podcasting, right? If I wanted to become a podcaster and do nothing but podcasting for a living, I'd have to, for example, accept the fact that I need to record 300 episodes a month, because I can't be, I can't do just one a week to gain traction. I have to be everywhere. I probably have to start several podcasts. I probably have to get some podcasts going with other experts together to get into their audiences. I'd probably want to have some sponsors. So now I have to go and I have to chase sponsors. I have to show them how big my audience is and stuff like that. So these are the problems that you deal with if you want to become a pro podcaster, like, say, John Lee Duma, right? Who says he makes money from podcasting, which, of course, he's an affiliate marketer, and podcasting is just a way to drive traffic. But anyway, my point is this. Everything that you're ever going to do, no exceptions, will have its own set of problems that are really uncomfortable to deal with. And it's up to you to choose which problems are you willing to suffer through. Is it, looking for products to sell on Shopify and then looking for other products in a week because your previous set of products kind of died off because it was just a trend? Or is it, building a business that revolves around getting clients and working hard to get that high-ticket client for your business? So whatever that is, it's up to you to make that call, but don't ever, ever, ever be confused by other people's marketing. It's going to be difficult, it's not going to be fast, and it's definitely not going to be easy.
Wow. There's a lot to process there. I feel like one of the old shows we did about what you're willing to tolerate in business would go nicely with this one. So I'll have to try to dig that one up. Anything else you want to say as we're closing this one out, Igor?
Well, a lot has been said. And I just want to clarify something. I have been bashing Shopify as a business strategy on this call. The only reason I've done so is to make a point. Now, can you make money with Shopify? Yeah. Is the market still rewarding people who get into Shopify as a business? Absolutely. The e-commerce is exploding like crazy. In fact, I'm thinking of getting into e-commerce. But the point I was making is that don't think that you're going to start a Shopify store with a few clicks, connect the API from Alibaba, and all of a sudden you're going to make a ton of money. That is never going to happen. So just wanted to clear that up.
All right, so that is a wrap for another episode of List Building Lifestyle. We'll be back in your earbuds next time. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for listening to the List Building Lifestyle. Make sure to subscribe on iTunes or Google Play to never miss an episode. Because who knows, just one conversion tactic we share on the show might double your list and double your business. Download the transcript of today's episode and all future episodes at listbuildinglifestyleshow.com. And don't forget to claim your complimentary copy of the Wealthy List Builder Survival Guide at listbuildinglifestyleshow.com/survival. This is Igor Kheifets, and until next time we talk, have a good one.
This is the podcastfactory.com.